India has announced a string of punitive measures against its neighbor Pakistan following an attack on tourists in the disputed Kashmir region. Gunmen killed at least 26 people in the Himalayan resort of Pahalgam. India has accused Pakistan of supporting terrorism. Measures include suspending a water-sharing agreement, closing border crossings, and cutting diplomatic staff. Pakistan is convening its National Security Committee to draw up a response. No group has admitted to carrying out the attack in Kashmir. The territory is claimed by both India and Pakistan.
Rushing to the scene of one of the worst attacks in Indian-controlled Kashmir in years, the victims in Pahalgam are just the latest casualties of the Islamist-led separatist insurgency in the Muslim-majority region. Anti-Indian militants have been fighting for independence or a merger with Pakistan for decades. Thousands have been killed, with Indian troops often violently suppressing dissent. Both sides have been accused of human rights abuses. Some 500,000 Indian troops are stationed in the region, with militant attacks declining since Delhi's sudden and controversial move to scrap its semi-autonomous status in August 2019. India has long blamed Pakistan for the insurgency, with the suicide bombing that killed dozens of members of the security forces in Kashmir earlier that year, bringing the countries to the brink of war. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has repeatedly accused Islamabad of carrying out a proxy war over Kashmir, which Pakistan denies. The two countries have been struggling over the region since partition and independence from Britain. Pakistani tribesmen entered Kashmir in 1947. Its Hindu ruler asked for help from Delhi. That caused the first Indo-Pakistan War. The UN mediated a ceasefire 2 years later, with much of Kashmir going to India, with a small part under Pakistani control. The UN urged both sides to demilitarize and allow a plebiscite on Kashmir's future, but they couldn't reach an agreement. In 1965, another war did little to change the situation on the ground, despite thousands of casualties. Since then, the border between the Pakistani and Indian-controlled regions has moved little, with the countries formalizing the frontier as the so-called line of control in 1972. Clashes have been frequent on what is now one of the most heavily militarized borders in the world.